This is the first time I've ever been to this Cowboy Church. Like Pastor Dan, the conduit man, said, I usually go to bad days for other people over in Lukenbach. And so I always listen to his sermon like Monday or whenever they post them. And just so happened this past Monday, about 5:30, I get up and it's posted. So I'm listening to it, and Dan says part of his sermon was about how Jesus was a carpenter, and then at the end of that part of it, he says that should be a song. And so I listened to the rest of the sermon, and then I went back and took notes on the carpenter part, and then by 10:30, I had already posted the video to give it to Dan. So yeah, right. So praise the Lord for that. That's pretty cool. And what's really cool is, after I sing this song, you go home and listen to his sermon from last week. It's all there. So sometimes the trials in life will leave you weathered and worn, and your heart is left battered, weary and torn. There's but one way to weather the storm. It's have faith in the carpenter, and by his grace you'll be restored. Yeah, 'cause the carpenter knows to use a strong foundation to build on rock, not on sinking sand. He knows the framing must be strong to support the burden of what he's gonna build up next. So sturdy and strong it will stand. Yeah, the carpenter sees his creation before he even begins. He sees all the pieces fit together perfectly. He builds only using truth and love, never hate or sin. He knows what it's gonna look like, yeah, what it's gonna turn out to be. Sometimes the trials in life will leave you weathered and worn, and your heart is left battered, weary and torn. There's but one way to weather the storm. It's have faith in the carpenter, and by his grace you'll be restored. Well, the carpenter can't do his work unless you let him in. He won't repair, restore, or rebuild unless you ask him to. But if you open up your heart, the carpenter will come right in. He'll do the work it takes for you to be strong and brand new. Sometimes the trials of life will leave you weathered and worn, and your heart is left battered, weary and torn. There's but one way to weather the storm. It's have faith in the carpenter, and by his grace you'll be restored. Well, the carpenter is never in a rush, just works perfectly, makes no mistakes. He'll build a thing of beauty if you only trust. He won't stop till he gets just right. It takes the time it takes. Sometimes the trials of life will leave you weathered and worn, and your heart is left battered, but one way to weather the storm. It's have faith in the carpenter, and by his grace you'll be restored. Have faith in the carpenter, and by his grace you'll be restored. The Carpenter. Thank you. That was a true blessing to be to hear Dan preach on it and then make a song out of it. That's just really cool.
Go God.
Go God is right.
Yeah, absolutely. Go God.